This season on the Elite 11.
These are the 25 fiercest competitors at the quarterback position. Everything matters. Let's go.
My goal is, to definitely win it, to be the best.
I came here to be the MVP. I won't settle for anything less.
You either bring energy to the field or you drain it. Bring it right now.
What the heck's going on? What's he gonna do to us?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Full time.
From here on out, it's going to be, a lot more competitive.
It's a great wake-up call.
Call more friends, that's for sure.
Speed it up. Let's go. That can never happen again. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Can't even throw, dog.
Hey, that's stealing.
If I'm not in the top 11, I'll be extremely disappointed.
Everybody's heart's racing just to see where they are.
And here are the 2012 Elite 11.
For 5 days, the nation's top high school quarterbacks have come to compete for one chance to be called elite. This is the Elite 11. 22 of last season's 32 NFL starters have worn the jersey. Now, the next generation gets their chance.
Committed to Michigan,
Alabama, Notre Dame,
LSU,
Oklahoma,
Texas,
The University of Southern California.
Hundreds try, 25 remain. They are the future of the quarterback position. Led by head coach Trent Dilfer and his talented team of coaches, these QBs will be pushed to their mental and physical limits on and off the field. But only 11 will be chosen to join this elite fraternity. Know now what others will know later. This is the Elite 11, the finals.
The anticipation is finally over for the nation's top 25 high school quarterbacks as they arrive in Southern California for 5 days and a chance to call themselves elite.
To finally get here in Redondo with the other 24 finalists, it's incredible. Everybody came in, a little nervous, but more excited than anything.
I'm very excited to finally be in California and finally ready to get here and compete with the best guys in the nation.
Yeah, I've never been to Southern Cal before. So far, it's treating me good. The weather's been great, and I'm really looking forward to getting out there today in the sunshine and throw the ball around a little bit.
How can it get better than this? We're in Redondo Beach, California, playing football against the best quarterbacks in the country. I mean, there are thousands of kids who want to be in my position right now.
When I got off the plane, I just tried to get prepared mentally for everything that's coming at you because Coach Dilfer doesn't really mess around with the mental aspect of the game.
Ultimately, competition is competing against yourself, not competing against everybody else. Competing to make sure you're exhausting your potential. If they have that perspective, then each one of them will leave much more prepared to go do the next stage of their football career.
Making his first trip to California, Dallas's Devontae Kincaid is on a mission to prove he belongs with the big boys.
My name is Devontae Kincaid from Dallas Skyline, committed to Ole Miss. My passion for the game is you couldn't believe it. I sleep, eat football, playbook. That's it, coverages, that's all I do. People was talking about me and my height, and I'm like, Drew Brees did it. He's 5'11". I'm 6 foot, so I love the underdog role. All the pressure ain't on me. I'm just relaxed. I'm gonna be me. My first goal is to win each day. Day by day, each competition, I'm gonna try to win each day, be on top.
Riley Ferguson, I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm from Tennessee. Once I got here, everything was nice. LAX, a humongous airport, and then I got picked up with a couple of the other quarterbacks, and I'm ready to go out and have some fun. Everything here in California is unbelievable. It's a great opportunity to be out here. So many good coaches and stuff. I'm just going to take all that in, just come out of here a better quarterback. I didn't come out here to lose. I definitely want to be in that top 11. I'm just ready to go. Let's go. It's the Elite 11.
Redondo Union High School will play host to the competition for the next 5 days. Before the players step onto the field, the expectations are made very clear.
Welcome, man. Welcome to Elite 11. All right. So we've been all over the country, as you know. And we've seen quarterbacks from all 50 states, even from Canada. Over 1,000 QBs have been evaluated by this staff. And you've been selected, the top 25 quarterbacks in the entire country. But the reality is, we're here to find the Elite 11. And ultimately, we will dub one of you the MVP of this year's class. We are literally changing the way the game is being approached, changing the way the game is being coached, and ultimately, you will all change the way the game is played. 121 hours you have with this staff. And what are you going to do with every single moment that you have? We will leave it up to our head coach to lead you through the mental, the physical, and all the intangibles about the quarterback position. Give it up for Trent.
I'm looking for players that have the potential to dominate the next level and have an NFL caliber ceiling. You wouldn't be here if you didn't fit that description. Now, what I'm passionate about is each one of you reaching your human potential. And please hear me when I say that. There is a lot in each one of your tanks. And we will do whatever we have to pull it out. I want the guy that can survive. This is a climb to greatness. And on that climb, you're going to lose your footing. And it's how deep you can dig your fingernails into the hillside and not slip. It's when your hands feel like they're going to bleed and you still can grip in. You might not be climbing, but you're surviving. And you look to the side, there's going to be dudes dropping off the side of the hill. And you clawed in, and you're in for the long haul. That's survival. You're going to need it.
What it's going to take to make the Elite 11 is definitely the guy with the coldest ice in his veins at all times.
There we go. My goal is, to definitely win it, to be the best, to be, the MVP, to be #1 on the 11.
I came here to be the MVP. I won't settle for anything less. I think it's absolutely ridiculous just to come here and be happy to be with a bunch of great, outstanding young quarterbacks.
Day 1, practice 1. The first chance for Coach Dilfer and his elite staff to evaluate the 25 quarterbacks.
We're going to work. Cool? 4 through 7, buckle down.
Strong drop here.
Yes, sir!
All of these kids have done different things to get here, and now that we're here, we're starting from scratch on the evaluation process.
Now we're talking.
For the players, it's their chance to size up each other.
I mean, there's Max Browne, Shane Morris, Christian Hackenberg, all the top 3 guys in the nation out here. So, I mean, I know my talent, so I feel like I can compete with them.
There's a couple of these guys that come in at the front of the pack.
White 6, hot.
Good job, Hack.
Christian Hackenberg, Palmyra, Virginia, and I'm committed to Penn State.
There you go. There you go.
Despite the sanctions handed down by the NCAA, Hackenberg has reaffirmed his commitment to be a Nittany Lion.
I chose Penn State. I looked at it as an opportunity to be a leader. I think I was the first commit, so sort of being able to help build this class with the coaches, I felt was a great opportunity through the thick and thin that the program's going through right now.
Max Browne, quarterback from Sammamish, Washington. I'm committed to the University of Southern California.
It's going to be early all the time.
It's a huge honor to go to USC.
Great job, great ball. Nice ball.
The quarterback tradition there, the NFL tradition, with the names of Matt Barkley, Mark Sanchez, Matt Leinart, Matt Castle. It was something I wanted to be a part of and really looking forward to heading down there and honoring the guys there in the past.
Blue Lake. Shot Shane. Good job, Shane. Sugar Shane.
Shane Morris, Hazel Park, Michigan, committed to Michigan. As a high-profile quarterback going to Michigan, living in Michigan, everyone knows who you are. When I go to the mall, everyone knows who I am. I ask pictures. The pressure to succeed is it's a lot. Obviously, my biggest competition here is whoever people say the #1 quarterback is, whether that's Max Browne or Christian Hackenberg. My job is to prove this week that I'm the #1 quarterback in the nation, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yes, yes, yes! Boom! Again. Oh, Danny, you are stroking it, kid. Nice, Tyrone. You're getting it now. You're getting it. That's so good, Coop.
As the day unfolds, Dallas's Devontae Kincaid is starting to feel comfortable that he belongs.
We can break off on turn up or swag, whichever one you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Swag or no?
Yeah, we say swag first when we slide out, and then we say turn up. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Swag. Turn up. All right.
I like that. Little flavor.
Say go.
Woo, get up just a little bit.
Quick hitch and bang it.
Good throw.
Hold the mic over here. Your eyes wander, he wanders.
Cover 2, yeah?
There you go.
I want that left foot to move like this.
It's a very intense competition. Everyone's working their hardest to be able to get some recognition from the coaches.
Yep. Woo!
And we're all just trying to stay consistent as possible.
I think it's just a matter of getting used to the environment, getting used to the drills, and just settling in.
Let's say it's a bang. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balls coming out, right?
I think the coaches were trying to teach us this mental aspect of the game, making sure that we have quick releases and making sure we're doing every small thing right.
At the end of the day, the guy that will become the best is the guy that can endure the stress, the chaos that he's going to go through for 5.5 days.
Day one doesn't go smoothly for everyone. South Florida commit Asiantii Woulard injures his groin and is forced to sit out most of the session.
My groin started to re-aggravate me from a couple of days before I got here. I pulled it running sprints. Iced it, took some ibuprofen, and just kept icing and icing. And I wanted to compete, and I didn't come out here to lose or sit down for any reason.
But for Riley Ferguson, a freak injury to his thumb during a pre-competition combine test threatens to cut his Elite 11 dream short.
How's the thumb?
It's all right.
So-so?
The injury kind of affected my play a little bit, you know, because I was trying to, control the ball. My fingertips instead of, my thumb guiding it with my finger. I mean, I can't really get that push off the ball.
Hey, that speed's fine. There ain't a throw you can't make in this playbook with that speed.
As the practice went on, I was just squeezing the ball, just finding different ways to hold it.
There you go.
Still got a little bit. Even with my injury, I think, I could be up here in the top 11 no matter what. I've been working for this all my life, and I'm going to do whatever it takes, to get in that 11.
I'm so proud of you. Seriously, so proud of you. I know that hurts. Yes, you just keep competing. That's what you're made of. Good job.
The day ends with an Elite 11 tradition, the accuracy competition.
There we go. Nice, here you go. You guys want some pressure. Oh, nice shot, Malik.
You were on the move nonstop, going from one end zone to the other and then throwing. 5-step drop, you got to run to the next one. You got another 5-step drop with a hitch.
Oh!
You were running nonstop trying to get as many passes in as you can.
Are you tired? Can somebody throw a deep ball? Austin Allen Buckley, somebody made it. Thank God.
Austin Allen had a great day to start off Elite 11.
First place, first Golden Gun accuracy winner, 21 points, Austin Allen. Come on up.
Oh, yeah, baby!
Coming out day one to win the accuracy challenge was awesome. I mean, show everyone that I'm here to compete. I'm here to be in the Elite 11.
I'm as impressed as I possibly could be. You've exceeded my expectations to this point. Now, that's good and bad, because the good part is you're more advanced than we thought you would be. The bad part is now I'm going to squeeze even harder.
All right, lead level 3 times, swagging out. Here we go.
The better you are, the harder you'll be pushed. And that's going to be the theme from here on out. They all exceeded my expectations day one. That just means I got more challenges. I made it very clear it's the edge of uncomfortableness where learning begins. And I will squeeze as hard as I have to squeeze each player to get them to reach their potential. Just tells me I gotta squeeze a little bit harder.
Welcome back to the Elite 11, the finals.
Day two. The 25 high school quarterbacks know they will be tested physically over the course of the 5-day competition. But the mental preparation could be what separates good from great.
The playbook is unbelievable. It truly is an NFL playbook. It is not, where's the open man, fire it.
When we put together the playbook, we wanted to be able to incorporate things that are going on in the NFL right now. We're trying to evaluate which kids are going to dominate college football and have an NFL caliber ceiling. So it only made sense to be able to select plays that all 32 teams in the NFL are using.
20 concepts, 81 plays.
First play I saw, Fox right, 3 hot Hasselback.
Double rod open.
Brady and Breeze.
Doubles right, 3J Breeze, ace pop.
Rodgers and Vic and Sanchez.
What?
The playbook is about this thick. It's about a ginormous cheeseburger, thick, full of plays, 3x1s, 2x2, base set.
I want to make sure when they got this book that was about 150 pages long, they went, oh my gosh, what am I getting into?
When I got the playbook, I was a little scared, a little intimidated.
It was, of course, a handful when you first got it in your hand.
I looked at it, I opened the thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is no joke.
This is a lot different from school because we don't really have a playbook.
We're not giving it to them saying, I hope you learn it. Let's throw some hitches and some slants. We're saying know this thing, and if you don't, you will be exposed.
Coach Dilfer puts a lot of emphasis on it to make sure you know it and own it.
Not knowing your playbook in this deal would be like going into a UFC fight blindfolded. You are gonna get knocked out.
On day two, expectations are raised and the mood intensifies. With one practice left before the first 7-on-7 competition, the players experience a very different coaching staff.
Today, everything matters. Let's go. Catch the ball. Run the right route. Let's go. Have some energy.
Called leverage. Use it. Use it. You're better than that.
That's called low football IQ to be running Bay 8's first press.
I wanted to set an edge, and a very hard edge, and I made it very clear that because they exceeded my expectations day one, that I was going to increase my expectations.
One of you should know that!
Seeing Coach Dilfer fired up, something I wasn't used to.
I was kind of scared, actually, I'm not going to lie, because he's a really intense person.
I didn't notice anything Coach Dilfer was doing anything different because he's always like that.
Everyone sort of was like, whoa, and backed off for a little bit, and then, you know, I think we picked it up, and we sort of carried that on throughout the rest of the day.
Good ball! Nice!
After injuring his groin on day one, South Florida commit Asiantii Woulard is back.
Asiantii Woulard is writing an unbelievable story right now. This guy was playing wide receiver a little over a year ago. I think he probably has the strongest arm here.
I'm raw right now. I haven't really been coached up a lot, being my first year, and they can mold me and make me into a great or an elite quarterback on the next level and the level after that.
That's what I'm talking about.
But for Riley Ferguson, whose injured thumb swelled up overnight, just gripping the football is proving to be an adventure.
Say hey. Felt better yesterday. It's stiff as a mug now. Say hey. I can't even throw, dog. It's a wrap. Can't throw.
Can't throw at all. Okay, that's fine. I told you that's all right. I know, I told you it's all right. Do the mental, so take the drop. We'll let the receiver run the route. Take the ball in your left hand, air throw it, go through the mental gymnastics. Good, perfect, good rhythm. Exactly, that's every bit as valuable, Riley, as the other rep.
I can't even squeeze a football right now, so, I mean, hopefully, you know, it gets a little less stiff so I can, you know, grab the football and, you know, get to throwing later on this week.
Good. You keep working. Riley, you just keep working.
Knowing what I know about Riley Ferguson, kid's going to find a way to play.
As practice rolls on, Coach Dilfer continues to raise the intensity.
I haven't seen one high five. I haven't seen one chest bump. You either bring energy to the field or you drain it. Bring it right now. Snap the ball right. Get your cadence right. Run the route right. Let's go. Good.
Not bad. That's how you attack that thing.
Oh, beautiful throw, Bryce Ramsey.
As the players pick up the intensity, Georgia commit Bryce Ramsey is starting to do his talking with his arm.
Bryce Ramsey, Kingsland, Georgia. I'm committed to the University of Georgia. I do feel like I'm one of the quiet guys, but underneath I do have competitive just nature about me that I love to win, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
You threw that ball perfect.
I do feel like I need to set the tone here at the Elite 11 for the SEC conference. With all the quarterbacks represented here, I feel like I need to be the one that strikes the most eyes.
Really good, really good.
Let's go, Malik. Let's see what you got. He already knows what it is.
With the first rankings a day away, the future of the Fighting Irish, Malik Zaire, continues his strong start.
That's how you compete.
Malik Zaire, love him. Going to Notre Dame, lefty, he's got some swag to him. He's great out of the gun. He's good underneath the center. He's a great athlete. He's very mobile, keeps plays alive.
My football idol would most likely be Michael Vick. The fact that you never know what he's going to do. You know, you always surprise him and be able to make big plays.
Nice. Hey, Malik, you're having a hell of a day.
As the practice nears its end, Coach Dilfer calls up the college counselors, a strong Elite 11 tradition, for the one-on-one drill.
These are college guys that are on the cusp of playing in the NFL, and they realize the best training is here at the Elite 11. So you have Geno Smith from West Virginia, E.J. Emanuel, Florida State, Mike Glennon, NC State, Matt Barkley, USC, Garrett Gilbert, SMU, Aaron Murray from Georgia. It's just been a rock star group.
Beautiful. Nice, good. Way to lay it out there. Way to go, EJ. Great throw. Malik, you're up next.
Oh, yeah.
Devontae, you're up next. Davis Webb. Olsen and Ramsey. Good. Way to learn, Devontae. Way to call the right route.
Getting a little pissed, you know. He knows I'm looking right at him, and then goes through everybody else.
Max Browne, you're up next. Nice throw, Asiantii.
Oh, go get him.
Goes through everybody, and I'm the only quarterback that hasn't been picked.
Shane really wanted to test him a little bit, made him sit through about a 40-minute session where everybody got a rep, and it became a big stadium atmosphere, and he was left on the sideline.
Last throw of the day. Shane Morris, come to me.
Uh-oh, Shane. It's your time, Shane.
Everyone was all eyes were on me. It was the last rep of the practice.
You got your dig, so the 14 to 16 inside breaking dig.
Hey, everybody get back!
called the post, and I nailed it and went for a touchdown, so it was awesome.
All right, take a knee real quick. Take a knee real quick. Of everything that happened today, two things stick out to me. Asiantii, banged up, groin's jacked up, showing the most life out there the whole time, dealt the whole day long, and Shane, he's staring at me. Why aren't you calling me? Why aren't you calling me? In the middle, making eye contact with me the whole time. You guys aren't gonna go to college and be starters. If you think you are, you're freaking crazy. You're gonna get one chance, one day, one coach like me testing you. You have one chance, and you gotta make it, and Shane did it. That was the hardest rep of the day. All right, line them up.
But day 2 is only halfway over. They know in the afternoon practice, the stakes will be raised. No more drills. It's time for 7-on-7.
7-on-7, it's a lot of pressure, more than all the drills.
Exponentially more pressure.
The bullets are flying, the defense is flying in different coverages than what you thought they were.
It's a great thing for the coaches to see how you react and how you respond to the pressure.
When you get in 7-on-7, the cards are all on the table. You're all in.
Welcome 11, the finals. 25 of the nation's top high school quarterbacks. 5 days of competition. One chance to be called elite. Tebow, Luck, Stafford, Sanchez all have worn the Elite 11 jersey. Who will be next to dominate college football? Who will be the next NFL superstar? Only 11 will be able to call themselves elite.
Midway through day 2, a trip to the beach might seem like a welcome break for the 25 finalists, but as the guys soon realize, it's anything but.
How many of you guys have worked quarterback drills in sand before? How many have not? Here's your opportunity. Everything is a test. Everything is being evaluated. Don't ride the buses home thinking, damn, I could have had that. This is it. Let's rock. Here we go. The sand is making us work enough. 3/4 speed. That's it, that's it. There we go, there we go, there we go. Even now, easy drop, set, cut. Swivel, work at it, work at it. Right to left, go off your ear here. Last one. Quality job, get the break, let's go.
Day 2 continues with the first 7-on-7 competition. With the first set of rankings coming out the next day, the stakes are raised.
So it's 7-on-7 time. This is the time where we've all been waiting for, right? We have gone through 2 full practices of individual drills. You've been trained in this offense. Now we get to go with live bullets for the first time. First night, we said there were 121 hours. Right now, we got 76 left for you to prove that you belong in the Elite 11 and potentially the MVP. And really, fellas, this is why you came here now.
Blue time!
White 80.
Blue 15, blue 15.
Blue 40.
Roll. Too high.
We got trips right, 3-jet, Palmer.
Double right, 3-jet, breeze, H-pop.
Double left, belly pass left, Manning, F shallow cross.
On one, right?
Boom, score! That's a touchdown!
When I woke up today, I was thinking 7-on-7, that was it. That was the only thing on my mind.
7-on-7 is going to be something that we really look at. Not just was the ball complete, but where were their eyes? Did they have the appropriate footwork? Did they read the coverage? Did they deliver an accurate ball?
Everybody here can throw the ball. It's more your mind, how fast you can move from receiver to receiver to receiver, to get the ball where it needs to be.
7-on-7 is ultimately going to define their function, football intelligence, and that's really what I want to know. How well can they function? Without putting pads on, 7-on-7 is the best way to define that.
When you get into 7-on-7, it is an intense thing where you gotta really be on your stuff.
Wide, 15, set.
Good, boom, nice.
Southern California's Johnny Stanton embraces competition. The future Nebraska Cornhusker won a state championship last year on a legendary 4th down plunge with seconds left. No one questions his athleticism, toughness, or leadership, earning Stanton the nickname Johnny Tebow.
I've gotten Johnny Tebow from a couple people. It might have started in my high school, I don't know, but I think it's something that I want to be more known as Johnny Stanton than Johnny Tebow. I mean, it's definitely a blessing to be able to be called Johnny Tebow, but I want to be able to make a name for myself too.
Johnny, that's beautiful, man. That's NFL early.
Johnny Stanton just has to be able to show the world something that I already know, that he's a passer. He's not just a great competitor who can run the football. This dude's a passer. It doesn't always look pretty, but the ball does. The ball ends up where it should end up.
I think I did pretty well. I had to work with a few drop passes, but I was able to get the wide receivers back, you know, have them focus back up, and I think I went 7 for 8. I think I did pretty well overall.
Del Rio, you're next.
Luke Del Rio, Denver, Colorado, Valor Christian High School, committed to Oklahoma State. My dad, Jack Del Rio, he's the defensive coordinator for the Denver Broncos right now. He's been the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars for the past 8.5 years. It's been awesome.
Luke Del Rio, talented, comes in with a big chip on his shoulder, obviously. I think that's going to serve him well. Should be right there in the mix at the end.
Nice, nice. Hey, now, Luke, you got away with it because you have a big arm. If you would have been there the whole time, you would have scored. So good, not great, right? And you know that. Got a good completion. But if your eyes are disciplined there and you extend the drop, you got a touchdown.
In 7-on-7s, I went 6 for 8, but I felt like I was a little sporadic. I had a few close throws that all went my way. You know, I was kind of holding back. Didn't want to throw a pick. My decision-making was good, but I think I'd say I was a little off.
Boom! Hit it, though. Right read, hit it.
Red 20, too high, Mike.
Guy who stood out to me today, 7-on-7, Zack Greenlee.
Northern California's Zack Greenlee stands out in this competition. Greenlee is the only QB who has yet to commit early to a college. Though he won a loaded regional to get here, Greenlee has only one offer, from Fresno State. A good performance in these 5 days can not only earn him a spot in the 11, but also change the trajectory of his life.
I'd probably say I have the biggest chip on my shoulder coming into this, you know, having one offer.
We didn't know a whole lot about him coming into this thing. Doesn't have very many offers. When he got a chance to be able to show off that big arm, he did. He blew everybody away.
Zach, I would have thrown a pick, and you just threw a completion.
Everyone's committed to BCS schools, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, you know, that kid only has one offer. But, I mean, I definitely just don't let it get to me at all, you know, just use it as motivation to keep going and show these guys, you know, I'm here for a reason.
No defense for a perfect throw. Let's speed it up. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's do it right. We got to start winning here.
One high. Green 80, blue 60.
Future Tennessee volunteer Riley Ferguson put his morning troubles behind him. As the thumb loosens up, he's determined to be a factor in the competition once again.
Set.
Great throw. Great throw.
I don't really care how hurt my body is. I'm going to end up playing because I love playing football, and I hate standing on the sidelines on a Friday night, you know, saying, dang, man, I wish I could be on the field right now helping my team and stuff, but I'm not that kind of guy. I'm going to do whatever it takes to, you know, get on the field and play.
Get your eyes on QB, and then look, if they run with you right here, this slant has to be on point. Gun, double left, gone left, castle, on one, ready?
Win, all right? Just win the route.
Yeah, win, dog, win. Too high. Mike. Green, nice hit.
Boom, nice.
Good catch, dog. I like that.
Riley Ferguson really had a good day. He's dealing with the thumb, so his receivers made some plays for him, but there's just something to his game. He's very intuitive. It doesn't always look right, but it's very effective.
Let's go, Goff. Here we go, babe.
Nice. Great throw, Max. Malik, you're up next. Nice, that's what I'm talking about. Ready? Here we go, Shane.
I'm Shane Cockerille, Baltimore, Maryland, committed to the University of Maryland.
One high. Press. Mike.
Cockerille was literally the last QB invited to the Elite 11 finals. Shane was a surprise addition by Coach Dilfer on selection day, and he's considered to be a long shot to be standing on the podium when the competition is over.
Shane Cockerille right now he's battling, he's competing.
Nice.
I just think it's just phenomenal that he's come in and he's just battled and played. How far can he take this? Can he drive this all the way home?
That's why I called the play. I was hoping we'd get that coverage. I want to see you check the ball down. Great job. They're playing the hell out of seams right now, but we're getting the check down every time. Check up.
I'm just a guy that likes to win and likes to compete and come out here, and I can sling the rock a little bit, so I'm going to come out here and try to show him that.
As practice concludes, not all the quarterbacks thrive like Cockerille. Interceptions are wearing thin on the staff's patience.
You're late. Davis, you're late.
I was disappointed in some guys, mainly because they played a little street ball. They didn't handle the discipline of the position very well. It's not a reflection on their talent. It was more a reflection on They just don't grasp timing.
Is that 5 picks?
As day 2 comes to a close, the coaches have a long night of evaluations in front of them. They'll break down each player and each play.
Outside of the intangible makeup that I'm looking so closely at, how well can they function? Do they have command? Can they execute a playbook? Can they process information clearly?
While interceptions from the last practice have the staff frustrated, 7 names rise to the top. For the players, it's an early night and an even earlier wake-up.
Coach Dilfer said to get up at 4:15 and meet me in the lobby.
You know, he was pretty hot about us throwing 15 interceptions.
He told us that he had a surprise waiting for us, which we didn't expect to be a good surprise.
I got a text that said we needed to bring clothes that we didn't mind getting dirty.
What the heck's going on? What's he gonna do to us?
Welcome back to the Elite 11, the finals.
Day 3, rankings day. But first, the high school quarterbacks gather before the sun rises. Told only to meet in the lobby, the anxiety of the unknown begins to creep in.
This morning, we woke up at 4:45 a.m.
That was a big shock to us.
I was real tired, you know. My roommate woke me up because his alarm went off first. I guess I set mine later.
Between all the quarterbacks, we didn't know what to expect at all.
People were thinking we were going to Disneyland, just watching the sunrise or something like that.
You know, I brought like some good, decent clothes, brought my new shoes, brought money with me and everything.
I wouldn't do what I'm about to do if I didn't think it wouldn't help you reach your human potential. Understood? It's gonna take everything you have to endure what you're about to endure.
Coach Dilfer wasn't very happy with us as a group yesterday. We had 15 interceptions, so we knew it wasn't going to be anything good. Got to the beach, and when we were waiting there were some logs there that said seal fit, and I think that's when we kind of knew what was going to happen today.
Under the supervision of Dr. Michael Gervais, the Elite 11 high performance coach, and led by retired Navy SEAL commanders Mark Devine and Ryan Zinke, who was formerly with SEAL Team 6, the SEAL Fit coaches Shane Hyatt, Chris Smith, and Lance Cummings begin the morning with a shock.
So the first thing that the players experienced was disorientation, and we really disrupted the way they normally experienced their mornings and their days, and we got their minds confused.
My instructions will be very clear. I am here, you are there. You will stay 6 feet behind me at all times. Do you understand? 6 feet behind me at all times. Do you understand?
Sir.
6 feet behind me at all times. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Get 6 feet behind me at all times. Do you understand? Follow me.
Attention to detail, gentlemen. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Boom, he just runs, sprints off.
I knew it was going to be something physical, but yeah, I didn't know it was going to be Navy SEAL training.
Ready, down. 1, down, 2, down, 3.
Oh, this is gonna be, okay. This is gonna be rough.
All right, count off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 0. What? What'd you say? What? 1. Drop down. Drop. You can't count from 1 to 2? It's not complicated. We can do this all day, gentlemen.
The second thing we did is we got their heart rates up quickly. And when that takes place, people start to think differently.
You are shaking already. Look at me. Look at me. Are you really that tired? Get up, get up. You guys have been moving for 10 minutes.
I came in here expecting just a little 7-on-7, just football. I mean, this was not what I was expecting at all.
You know, as a quarterback, you're always the leader, and this morning we had to follow a lot.
Link arms.
The first thing they told us to do was, you know, lock arms and walk straight into the ocean, fully clothed. I mean, I had my shoes, my socks, my sweatshirt on, you know, all that kind of stuff.
You know, it was a shock, especially getting in the freezing water at, you know, 5 a.m.
We were just diving into the ocean, locking arms, getting splashed by water in our face.
I think we did 1,000 push-ups today, honestly. My arms are dead.
It was a 4-hour just grind.
It was hard. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life.
Not about you. There's no adoring fans here. Nobody cares. No cheerleaders. It's just us. You guys want to learn how to be a team? It starts now.
The overall purpose of this exercise was to put these men in an uncomfortable situation, to find out how well they're able to think under pressure, and to really provide them insight into how their mind works.
They were treating us like we were trying to get into the Navy SEALs. I mean, if you had your hand on your hips, you do push-ups. If you were loafing, you do push-ups.
We did a lot of log lifting over our heads. That was very intense and tough.
Serve with honor! Serve with honor! and off the field. On and off the field. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Earn my position every day. Earn my position every day. I am that man. I am that man.
It was very physically taxing, and that wasn't even what they were testing us on. They were testing us on how we can adapt to our mind telling us no, but our body has to keep on going.
The hardest part of it was just fighting your body telling you to just quit. Like, you just need to just keep pushing and pushing and pushing.
Hurry up, gentlemen!
You know, you can't let those things get to you. You just got to think about it and just tell yourself it's not that hard and just tell yourself to keep pushing.
You can do anything you set your mind to. It's all right to be a little tired. So I guarantee you, in every game you're ever gonna play, you're probably gonna be tired. The question is, what are you gonna do when you get tired? Are you gonna have that kind of lackluster performance right there? Or are you gonna drive, take your team to a winning position?
We were pushing each other, we were pushing ourselves, and you know, I don't think any of us really backed down from this challenge this morning, and I was really proud of everyone here.
Overall, this experience, it provided an insight and an ability for these men and us to observe how well they deal with pressure. But it's really a tool for them to be able to better understand how they work and the areas that they need to work on to pursue their potential.
Hopefully, I'll never do something like that again. It was real hard, but once you got into it, you got the camaraderie with the fellow quarterbacks, you got the teamwork going. It was just real great bonding with those dudes.
That just brought us all even closer to each other. I mean, I was telling them, like, y'all are all my boys for doing this. I mean, we just went through this together. I mean, we aren't never gonna do that again in our lives.
Just being a team, it created a brotherhood with us. I mean, that was the best part about it.
We're all getting along pretty good, but we're still gonna keep competing against each other.
We're halfway through camp. Literally, there's 60 hours remaining. We started 121 hours. And what we said the first day was that, one, every single thing counts. And we're not just looking for the 11 best quarterbacks. We're looking for the 11 best competitors.
At some point, you realize, as great as this game is, it's not what defines you. Life will be very, very empty if this game defines you. I made that mistake. 9 years ago, I lost my son. He was 5.5 years old. When you are broken and nothing, you thought you were broken today, nothing breaks you like losing a child. When you're broken, your soul gets exposed. And the essence of who you are gets poured out. What we're really trying to do is build your soul. Because at some point in your life, you're going to be broken. And I want, when that time happens, that you affect people for better. This is so much bigger than playing quarterback. It's that, yeah, you win Super Bowls. Yeah, you win Heisman trophies. But your rock star fathers and your rock star husbands and your CEOs, you're the best of the best of the best. That's what the SEALs stand for. And I know for a fact that you'll give me everything you have in the next 60 hours. And I know for a fact we'll make some mistakes and I'll get frustrated and we'll chest bump and we'll have fun and we'll high five and it'll be a great experience. Don't lose sight of this morning. Don't lose sight of this morning. All right? Sir. Bring it up. Elite, 11, elite, 11, elite, 11.
Only hours after a life-changing experience with the Navy SEALs, the quarterbacks evaluate the performance from the day before. Tired and worn down, they know the rankings are near.
A lot of subjectivity goes into this first rankings because we're judging trainability, we're evaluating competitive temperament on the field sessions, those workshop moments, and then we have 8 snaps of 7-on-7 to have quantifiable information to evaluate.
I'm really amped up to see the list, to see where I stand. Just the moment I've been waiting on, to see the list.
When you're about to see that first ranking, you know, it's definitely anxiety. Everybody's heart's racing and everything just to see where they are.
Guys were talking. Some are saying that they felt confident they'd be on it. Others said, you know, I don't know how my performance kind of charted out to the coaches.
These first rankings do matter, and it kind of slots guys for the rest of the week and gives the guys that aren't in the 11 something to shoot for and the guys in the 11 something to hold on to. All right, guys, our first rankings deliberation. We've started the process. Why don't we do it this way? MJ, you start. What are your 11?
I'm going off of the 7 that we had last night.
Yep.
Kincaid, Stanton,
I have no clue where I rank right now because everyone is so good right now. I could be near the bottom, I could be near the top, and I would not know the difference.
Malik, Davis Webb, Max Browne, Jared Goff, Zack Greenlee.
We all agree upon those 7, right?
Okay, yeah. Okay. Olsen gets in for me.
Olsen.
I can't wait, to see what those rankings are, and that's going to drive me, to, let's say I'm number 1. Now you're going to have to work as hard as you can to stay that way. Dobbs gets in for me.
Okay.
RAMSEY gets in for me. And I love a lot of these guys that are right in the mix, but I'm going Hackenberg.
Okay.
If I'm not in the top 11, I'll be extremely disappointed. I'll just have to work harder and just keep grinding, wake up every day and no shortcuts in life and just keep going.
George, you're 4 to add on.
I liked Olsen, Hackenberg, Ferguson, RAMSEY.
I think that list will help a lot of us to just motivate us and just know that it's still like a huge competition, everything's going on. So I think it will help a lot of us to just keep rolling.
I've got Olsen, I've got RAMSEY, I've got Dobbs, and I'm taking Del Rio in there.
He's in there. I definitely think I'm still one of the top guys here.
I think there's something to the pedigree. I know it from experience. It's not just being around it because somebody above you in your family's done it. It's that you know what that next step looks like. For him, he knows what the next step beyond college looks like. So he knows what he's preparing for.
Riley Ferguson gets 1.
And can I make
Riley
the closing
Ferguson gets 1.
Riley Ferguson busts his thumb before we start any passing work.
Holding the logs today.
And we wanted competitiveness. That's the very first word. We wanted competitive excellence. I thought that's what we wanted to embody.
I mean, there's a lot of good quarterbacks out here. I mean, hopefully I'm in the top 11 right now because I've been working really hard, but I'm ready to see the rankings later today.
Here's the 11. The 7 we have: Devontae Kincaid, Johnny Stanton, Malik Zaire, Davis Webb, Max Browne, Zack Greenlee, Jared Goff, Luke Del Rio, Christian Hackenberg, Shane Cockerille, and Riley Ferguson.
So Olsen's not in your 11 right now?
No.
And RAMSEY's not?
No.
What do you see in Cockerille over RAMSEY and Olsen?
The ball goes where it's supposed to be. He made better decisions.
I think I'm throwing the ball pretty well. Obviously, they know I can run, and they want to see if I can throw it too.
There were some anxiety issues by Olsen and RAMSEY that he showed none of.
I think he's a bad dude.
Yep.
He's a dude that I would want to be in the huddle with.
Yep.
I think he's one of the most, if not the most mature guy here. And he's just a guy who's going to get it done.
Everybody gathered around, all 25 of us outside the door, and we were talking, hey, where do you think you stack up? Do you think he's there? Where am I?
We're just looking forward. We're anxious.
I was just ready, just get it over with and see where I was at.
I was the first guy to walk into the room. Just happened to be, we were all huddled around, and I was in the front. Started at the top and then worked my way down, and I was fortunate enough to see my name on the list.
We walk in and we all look at the list, and some guys are happy with where they are. Some guys aren't.
I was pretty pleased with where I was at, my thumb being kind of messed up, but still get better and, get up higher in the rankings.
Tomorrow is a whole nother list. The next day is a final list. So I got a long way to go to keep that spot and hopefully continue to be in that spot.
I was shocked I wasn't on the list. I expect to be number 1, and I'm going to keep working harder, and I'm going to get that number 1 spot by the end of the week.
It's a good start. It's a good foundation. But now I just got to stay consistent throughout the whole week.
When I saw that I was number 9, I was a little upset. I wanted it to be higher. That's just me being a competitor.
Whoa, wait! Oh, we got too high.
I'm usually chasing the top guys and trying to show them that I'm with them, but now they're going to have to chase me.
I was really happy to be able to come on top, but we still have 3 more days to throw again, so I just want to keep on competing.
Once you're not number 1 and you used to being number 1, it's a great wake-up call. You got to go harder.
Good play. First down. Move the chains. Move the chains.
Take that, man. A lot of guys are going to be gunning for 1 through 11 who weren't on the list.
It's definitely going to motivate me. It kind of makes me mad. Kind of makes me want to go out there and go 8 for 8.
That's stealing. Coming backside.
We're ready to figure out the true Elite 11.
I think it's going to get amped up, but it's always been a competition since we got here, so everybody's just going to keep competing, just try and get in that top 11.
I think from here on out, it's going to be, a lot more competitive than it was.
No more friends, that's for sure. It's going to be a lot different.
Next time on the Elite 11.
What I've experienced, what I know, it comes down to one thing at the end of the day. When you have enough talent.
20, Mike 20. One high,
It comes down to your personal will.
It's so close between a lot of the guys and that it's really going to come down to today.
All right, guys, second rankings today.
Yeah, I wasn't very happy with it. I thought I deserved to be in the top 5.
I mean, I didn't really feel like I did the best I could to my ability.
If you make one little mistake, it, can bump you down 3 spots.
If you're striving to be the best, then you are winning. But there's only one way to do it, and that's you always compete.
The main event ain't messing around over here.
Anybody on that list you think played their way out yesterday?
What are you doing over there? What is he doing?
You want one, or you want if I have more than that?
A kid that had everything to gain may not be able to win this competition any longer.
I'm definitely going after number 1.
A lot of guys just want to be in the Elite 11. I want to win it.
And here are the 2012 Elite 11.
Guys, this is the Elite 11. We've been all around the country. 50 states represented the regionals, plus Canada, Pakistan, Israel. We even had South Africa up in here. Ferguson, let's go. All right, hey, right here, same play, come on. Double right, 10 degrees, H. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Magenta 22. Zack, you got here, right here. You got to put it right on him. Even if the corner's right, I'm like a JanSport backpack. Right on him,
Hey, he's got an injured thumb, and he's still out here competing. That's what I'm talking about.
Last time on Elite 11. The top 25 high school quarterbacks in America gathered in Redondo Beach, California, and the competition began.
I want the guy that can survive. It's how deep you can dig your fingernails into the hillside when your hands feel like they're gonna bleed. That's survival. You're gonna need it.
But day 1 brought injuries to Orlando's Asiantii Woulard and future Tennessee volunteer Riley Ferguson. While Woulard came back strong,
good ball!
Ferguson struggled.
Can't even throw, dog.
I'm so proud of you. You just keep competing. That's what you're made of.
Early MVP favorites, Christian Hackenberg, who remains committed to Penn State, Max Browne, a future USC Trojan, and Notre Dame commit Malik Zaire, all lived up to their reputation so far.
Hey, Malik, you're having a hell of a day.
Undersized Devontae Kincaid proved he belonged on the field, and the Ole Miss commit wanted everyone to know it.
Drew Brees did it. I mean, he's 5'11". I'm 6 foot, so, I mean, I love the underdog role.
But when the 7-on-7 competition began, it was the lone, uncommitted quarterback who caught the eye of the coaching staff.
The guy who stood out to me today, Zack Greenlee.
Greenlee, who has only one scholarship offer, knows this is his chance to shine.
I'd probably say I have the biggest chip on my shoulder coming into this.
Another player who impressed was Johnny Stanton. The future Nebraska Cornhusker shredded defenses and is attempting to shed his glamorous nickname, Johnny Tebow.
I've gotten Johnny Tebow from a couple people, but I want to be more known as Johnny Stanton.
Johnny, that's beautiful, man. That's NFL early.
Before sunrise, day 3 brought a jolt.
Serve with honor! On and off the field!
It was once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Later in the day, the first set of rankings came out. The top 11 were named, and everyone was looking up at Johnny Stanton.
I was really happy to be able to come on top, but we still have 3 more days to throw again.
I was pretty pleased with where I was at, but still get up higher in the rankings.
You know, I wanted to be higher. You know, that's just me being a competitor.
I'm usually chasing the top guys, but now they're going to have to chase me.
You know, once you're not number 1 and you used to being number 1, it's a great wake-up call. You got to go harder.
Others were shocked and on the outside looking in.
Kind of makes me mad.
I just looked for mine, and mine wasn't on it, so I was disappointed in myself.
No more friends, that's for sure.
For 5 days, the nation's top high school quarterbacks have come to compete for one chance to be called elite. This is the Elite 11. 22 of last season's 32 NFL starters have worn the jersey. Now, the next generation gets their chance.
Committed to Michigan, Alabama,
Notre Dame,
LSU, Oklahoma, Texas, the University of Southern California.
Hundreds try, 25 remain. They are the future of the quarterback position. Led by head coach Trent Dilfer and his talented team of coaches, these QBs will be pushed to their mental and physical limits on and off the field. But only 11 will be chosen to join this elite fraternity. Know now what others will know later. This is Elite 11, the finals.
Day 3 has been the longest in Elite 11 history. A day that included a pre-sunrise workout with the Navy SEALs and a 5-hour practice late into the night. Now it's time for the players to get some much-needed sleep. Less than 2 days remain until the announcement of the Elite 11 and the MVP. But the coaches have no time to rest. They rise early on day 4 to update the rankings.
All right, guys, second rankings today. There's our 11 that we started with Friday. Let's start with this. Anybody on that list you think played their way out yesterday?
You want one, or you want if I have more than that?
Go more than if you want.
All right, I got 3. Descending was Webb, and descending was Ferg.
And everybody here is good, so if you make one little mistake, it, can bump you down 3 spots because that's how good everybody is here.
I just have to play my game because the best I can do is play me. And if that's good enough at the end, it's good enough at the end.
And Cockerille for me, I don't want to say he played his way out, but other guys played their way in.
I know with the first ranking sheet coming up, I was 11. So waiting for that second one, I was kind of anxious to see where I fell.
All right, let's just erase Webb and Ferguson, because that was unanimous. Who jumped in for you?
RAMSEY.
I don't know how I did yesterday in the coach's eyes. And, I mean, I didn't really feel like I did the best I could to my ability.
Going off that, then I think Troy Williams had a phenomenal day yesterday.
Okay.
If I had to put a number on myself, shoot, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'll probably be within 11 through 20.
I like that. Kincaid at 8, Williams at 9, RAMSEY 10. All right? Yep. There's your 11.
After the deliberations, the players and coaches head to the field for the next 7-on-7 competition. But first, the second set of rankings are posted.
I just couldn't believe it, I'm number 8 now, so I know I gotta come way more harder than what I gotta give more.
I mean, yesterday I was on it, but today I wasn't on it, so, I just gotta go back out and work hard, hopefully I can get on it, later in this week.
I bumped up to 4. I wanted to keep climbing, and so that's my goal that was my goal yesterday, and that's my goal for today.
I'm definitely going after number 1. I don't feel comfortable here at 2. I mean, I'm happy with it, but I'm definitely wanting to get to that number 1 spot.
For the second consecutive ranking, future Nebraska Cornhusker Johnny Stanton is number 1. Only this time, he isn't there to see it.
The morning of day 4, I had a 7-on-7 tournament with my high school team, Santa Margarita Catholic.
Gets pulled this morning from the competition, returns home to play in a 7-on-7 game for his team, and pretty much jeopardized his chance to close in on this thing.
Stanton's absence heightens the competition for the MVP as the door opens for the guys hunting the number 1 spot, including the only QB here without a college commitment.
Huddle, huddle, huddle. Trips left 2, Jet Palmer, X deep hinge. Empty left, gone left, Rogers, H win on 1, ready, break.
For me to finish really high in the Elite 11, I think that would definitely be life-changing. That's why I focused so hard and preparing so hard, because I knew this could be a huge thing for me.
Next play.
Today, made the right reads and converted on 3rd down, so I think I did pretty good.
He has one offer coming into this camp. No one's ever heard of him. You Google him, you can't find him. Come Sunday, a lot of people are going to know the name Zack Greenlee.
Good rip. Good job. Bison!
While 3rd-ranked future Fighting Irish QB Malik Zaire struggles,
Don't aim it, it's perfect.
USC commit Max Browne continues to be consistent.
7-on-7 today. Started out very hot. I went 5 for 5 initially.
Yes!
Oh, wow. I mean, a solid day. Obviously not perfect, but no complaints.
You know what's the smartest thing about that? You went to the right matchup first.
Yeah, we got a gummy bear covering the salad.
White 80!
For New Jersey native Kevin Olsen, much was expected when he arrived in California. The rising senior is headed to the University of Miami, where his brother, current NFL tight end Greg Olsen, once played.
I don't look at it as trying to, live up to Greg's success, because I'm kind of trying to be my own person and, my own character.
But Olsen has yet to crack the Elite 11 rankings. In early drills, his decision-making was questioned by the coaching staff, and he's become a polarizing figure.
For some of our staff, he's on the bubble. And for some of these other coaches, they're standing on the table saying that it shouldn't even be a question.
Oh, perfect throw. Oh, perfect throw. Oh, man.
With Olsen's play creating debate amongst the coaches, one guy who is leaving little doubt is South Florida commit Asiantii Woulard, who just a year ago was catching balls instead of throwing them.
Oh, loves to that ball. Well, I am fairly new to this. I've been playing quarterback for a year or so. My freshman and sophomore year, I played receiver.
Everything he's getting, he's uploading it in real time and then going out and executing it with just stone cold precision.
That's a dive.
Hands down, to me, he had the best day of any quarterback today.
He has total ownership of this playbook, and then he has the wow factor. It's mind-boggling how much he's developed as a passer, only playing this position for a year.
Too high.
He's pressing, we got one.
One high.
Wide A, Zack. Hit squad.
Oh my goodness. The infamous hit squad, Hackenberg, Swoops, Del Rio, and Dobbs. These guys have been killing it.
Hit squad.
Hit squad was something that we started the first day.
The hit squad, it's more of, encouraging everybody and keeping the energy level high.
There it is. Nice. Oh, nice.
By being part of hit squad, we bring energy to the 7-on-7s.
When you make a good throw, the hit squad will let you know it.
The ball swoops.
I think it was just more something to get the energy going, and it does it really well. I don't know why.
Hit squad. Yes.
While the hit squad members thrive on day 4, the practice is tense for those competing to crack into the rankings and for those hoping to solidify their spot.
Wide 80. Zack.
For Georgia commit Bryce RAMSEY, ranked number 10, the day is a struggle.
Stay in it.
Here we go, baby. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Too high. One mic.
Ole Miss commit Devontae Kincaid, who was highly ranked after the first few days of competition, has dropped to number 8 and is having another rocky day.
Why the heck I keep doing that, man? Dang, bro.
Everything's okay, just I'm making extra movement in the pocket.
When you throw it underneath the chains, you got to hit him so he can turn up, right?
For Tennessee commit Riley Ferguson, who has battled a thumb injury all week, it's not the injury, but his grasp of the playbook that threatens to keep him out of the Elite 11.
Compete, okay? You're good. I know you're hurting. Let's go. Make it happen.
Thought Riley had a tough day.
It's a hinge.
Yeah, I know.
All right, just lost it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just having a little bit of trouble with his reads. His footwork in the pocket, his timing getting those balls off.
And while Michigan commit Shane Morris continues to show he has a strong arm,
oh, nice throw.
Oh, jeez.
the coaches are looking for more.
I think the biggest thing for you, above mechanics and anything, is managing the highs and the lows.
He has to show the ability to be consistently accurate to somebody besides his first read. Where he breaks down is when the defense takes away his primary read. If he shows that, his good is really good.
With shuffling sure to take place amongst the 11, several players on the outside looking in begin to rise.
We had to get the business knowing that if you weren't in the Elite 11, then you had to get there, and if you were in it, you had to keep your spot.
Way to finish, Sam!
I have not given up at all. I will never give up in this competition. It's a grind, this is a journey, and I'm ready to shock some people.
This will make me better as a quarterback, knowing that I have to bring my A game every time I'm on the field.
They're starting to get it. If you just stick to the discipline of what we're teaching.
That's why I'm calling the play. Great job.
Great ball.
That was a kill shot.
Tie your feet to your eyes, know what you're looking for, and then work through progressions you're fine. And that's simply what the guys that are dealing are doing.
24 quarterbacks take their reps, and just when it seems that practice is ending, Johnny Stanton returns.
Hey, George, go warm up Johnny, he just got here.
Johnny Stanton drives back up, cold, hops out of his car, sprints onto the field, warms up for 5 minutes.
Let's go, Johnny!
My mind was racing so much because we had a race to be able to get there. I'm ready.
Okay, hey, you've had some circumstances, right? You gotta calm, just like you learned you just gotta calm it all down. It's one moment. Blue 15, set!
I missed the first pass. I shouldn't have gone deep. I don't think my arm was ready yet, and just wasn't a good ball at all. I just wasn't giving my best performance because my mind wasn't right yet, and I didn't take the time to just kind of refocus, so kind of went downward.
Hey, go get it, go. There's reasons. You know, everybody says there's no excuses. No, there's reasons. I get it.
As a coach, I'm disappointed in myself. I let you down, but it won't faze me.
I don't blame anyone but myself on that. It wasn't as good as my first 2 days, and it's still 2 interceptions, which is, you know, unacceptable.
His performance wasn't very good, and I will evaluate him based on his performance.
As the competition ends on day 4, all thoughts turn to the final day and the next set of rankings.
I see a lot of movement happening. Up top is pretty tight. Those guys are competitive. That Shark Tank has held serve.
Asiantii Woulard, he's going to be talked about.
This can be a very, very difficult list to post, not necessarily because guys played their way out, but because guys outside the 11 have played their way in.
Even as the stress of competition mounts, the players still find an opportunity to kick back.
Show me your way. I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, do your way. Okay. That's your way. Okay, now hold on. You got it. You're too uptight. You know what I'm saying? You're too uptight. You got to relax. You got to swing. You know what I'm saying? Just swing. Okay. Now, you got to relax, bro. Just lean. And then throw your shoulders up. Okay. Okay. You got it.
After the lighthearted moment, 2 of the Elite 11 coaches with 17 years of combined NFL experience offer the young quarterback some advice.
Every day is an opportunity to get better. It sounds cliche, it sounds old-fashioned. They remember you now in high school. You're all going to be playing in college, and I hope every one of you gets a chance to play in the NFL. And it's up to you. It's what's inside here. What's inside here? You have the talent to get there. Every day, take it, make yourself better.
I challenge you guys to look in the room where you guys get checked in and everything. Look at all the pictures of the Elite 11 guys. I guarantee you, when you guys look through there, there's gonna be more people in those Elite 11 pictures that you don't recognize than when you do recognize. Decision-making is not just after I call the play and before I say set hut. Decision-making is on the field, but it's also off the field. So I challenge you guys to that as you guys leave this camp.
As day 4 comes to a close, the anticipation of the final day builds. The competition is nearing its end. Opportunities to make the Elite 11 are running out.
Final hours are ticking down of the Elite 11 competition. It's game time.
Very fired up. I've been saving myself for this last day, so definitely I'm going really hard.
It's called the Elite 11 for a reason. Top 11 quarterbacks in the nation. It all comes down to this last day.
Welcome back to Elite 11, the finals.
Day 5, the final day of competition for the 25 top high school quarterbacks in America. Their last chance to be called elite. With just 2 drills remaining, every throw, every decision is critical. But first, the day begins with rankings.
You know, with the rankings, I was pretty pleased. You know, I sort of stayed at my same spot.
I was listed at 5. I'm not number 1, so I still had a lot to work for.
I went from 5th to 8, now I'm off, so do what I gotta do. I'm gonna just be me.
I dropped a few spots, but that's just motivation. Motivation to do well today and give everything I have left in the tank.
I moved up to the 2nd spot, so now I'm in striking distance to finally get that MVP slot.
I mean, I kind of figured that I wasn't going to be at number 1 anymore. I just have to know that I have to compete even harder and try to get back at the number 1 spot.
No, I was really happy that I moved up to 1. But I can't keep that smile for too long because I got to go back out there, and we got a long day ahead of us for this last day, and, you know, a lot could happen.
For the final day, the coaches have constructed 2 drills that test everything the quarterbacks have learned so far. The pressure cooker caps the competition. But first up, the red zone drill.
Yeah, baby! On the 20!
The red zone drill starts at the 20. Each quarterback gets only 4 throws.
Red zone drill is going to be everything. They got to get the ball in the end zone. They got to make good decisions. The space is going to be tighter. It'll be rapid fire.
Touchdown. That's the best ball in that all week. That was sick.
It should be an incredibly intense drill.
Chin up, Tyrone. Chin up, baby.
And one that will really define the Elite 11 going into the pressure cooker.
For the quarterbacks at the top of the rankings, this is a chance to show the coaches they have separated from the rest of the group. The final sprint for the MVP award starts right now.
Trips right, Rogers, 12-yard stop on 1-on-1. Ready?
Here we go.
It's the red zone, so timing has to be perfect, ball placement has to be perfect. Felt like you did real well. Finished strong, 2 touchdowns.
Black, 6, go.
Pretty pleased, but we'll see what happens with the rankings later.
It's a dime session. Yes.
You know, I knew that at the final day I could be sitting at number 1 if I did my best, went out there and just, you know, play like I know I could play.
Tight end.
I was way behind him.
Did you look at the inside post?
Yeah, that safety, I just threw it way behind. I didn't do very well in the first 2 reps, but I think I finished good with the second 2 reps. So, you know, I don't know how Coach Dilfer's gonna look at it.
What a throw. Great, hey, way to respond, Zach, way to respond. That's a big-time throw.
I executed pretty well. You know, I did what the play asked me to do. It's like 3 for 4. I had a touchdown in there and a couple of really nice throws where I fit in a tight window. So overall, I think it was good execution.
I'm calling a Todd Rip it.
Bang it.
Or just drill in the back end line.
Washington commit Troy Williams enters the final day ranked number 9 and needs a solid performance to secure his position.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Boom! Yeah!
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
He's a guy that has really high highs, and unfortunately, he's had a couple of low moments that, you know, have been definitely had some plays that he's wanted back.
Wide Ace, hit. Let it rip. Get the ball! Just in case.
I could do a lot better. I was kind of nervous when I went up there, but I should do a lot better today as I calm myself down a little bit more and just relax.
All right, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Williams' struggles open the door for quarterbacks sitting outside the current 11, like Miami commit Kevin Olsen.
Love it. Way to know your progression as professional quarterbacking. Good job.
Or future Michigan Wolverine, Shane Morris.
Touchdown. Touchdown. Beautiful ball. Everything we've taught you right there.
Ole Miss commit Devontae Kincaid sees his opening to re-enter the rankings.
Nice job, Devontae.
And for Danny Etling, a future Purdue Boilermaker, today is his last chance to impress the coaches.
I'm elusive, Coach.
You are elusive. Great feet.
Thank you. Danny Etling, Terre Haute, Indiana, Purdue.
Oh, little Danny Etling in the hizzy.
I definitely think that coming out of a small town, I didn't have a whole lot of hype coming in, so in order to compete with the other guys, I think I have to put in a lot more effort than they are because here I've got just my skills and my offer from Purdue, and that's about it.
Oh, that was such a good throw.
Oh, wow.
Hey, that's a perfect throw.
Yes, sir.
Where you're going, that is a gimme touchdown.
Yes, sir. If I don't make the Elite 11, it'll be a crushing blow. I mean, I'll feel really heartbroken, but it'll just be another chip on my shoulder. I'll just keep working and then go from there.
Oh, got it. Beautiful.
Great ball. Call him, Coach. Great ball.
John is standing in the house.
Let's go, guys. Let's go, boys. Great.
For Johnny Stanton, now is the time to put yesterday's disappointment behind him.
First down, that's doing your job.
I intend to put my whole self into this last day.
Another bad day, and the player who was number 1 in the first 2 rankings could find himself out of the Elite 11 entirely.
Well, one of the things Coach Dilfer said he was really looking for us to do was be able to bounce back from adversity, and I thought I did that pretty well today.
Perfect read. Perfect throw. Perfect read.
I think I went around 3 for 4, and I got a touchdown on my last play.
Beautiful. That was sick. Nice.
Ah, boy.
With the red zone drill behind them, there's just one drill left. But before the pressure cooker, one final team meeting.
We brought in a special guest for you today. This next guy coined the phrase, win forever. And not because he won a bunch of games, because he did that. Not because he won a bunch of championships, because he did that too. Because he understood the essence of being a great competitor. So we're going to give it up. Head coach currently of the Seattle Seahawks, Pete Carroll. There you go, coach.
Come on, get fired up. I want to just talk to you because I know it's coming down to the end of it. But what I want to convey to you today, that is just one aspect of Win Forever, is talking to you about being yourself. For you to be the very best you can be, you got to find out what you're all about. Finding out who you are as a player and as a competitor is really the great challenge that we have in our sporting life. And if you try to do something that isn't you, you try to be somebody else, you're going to fail, you're going to falter, you're going to come up short of being the best you can be. Look at where you are. There's this battle for the 11. This group is all elite. I wish you the very best. Thank you.
With one drill remaining to determine the Elite 11, the anticipation begins, while the coaches take every last minute to evaluate.
I've always believed greatness is making the highly difficult look easy. Who makes it look easy?
I went out there and did what I could and just see where my best gets me.
They're awesome, but they haven't been awesome enough.
I feel like I've earned my third spot twice, but now, you know, third's not good enough. I definitely want to aim for that #1 spot.
Kind of where he's at.
It don't matter where I'm at on the list right now. I know at the end of the day, I'll be at the top.
I think he drops. He drops. He was awesome. He was one of the best.
You know, I really have a chance right now. I know I'm not far behind.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in striking distance of this.
What has this guy done that has you guys all jacked up?
You know, this is it. This is the last chance for the coaches to see us perform. You know, we're going to see who strives.
Just boom, 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 touchdown, thanks, coach, out.
It's going to be tough, but you just got to rise to the occasion.
Welcome back to Finals. 25 of the nation's top high school quarterbacks. 5 days of competition. One chance to be called elite. Tebow, Luck, Stafford, Sanchez all have worn the Elite 11 jersey. Who will be next to dominate college football? Who will be the next NFL superstar? Only 11 will be able to call themselves elite.
Day 5. With just minutes left before the final drill, the 25 quarterbacks get mentally prepared, knowing their final ranking depends on one more key performance.
The last drill that we have in this entire camp is the pressure cooker. It's a 2-minute drill.
This is what it's all come down to. We've been here for 5 days, and this is the last event.
In a sense, it really does come all down to this drill. I think that it's very even up at the top of that list.
There's no nerves going into the final day. I mean, preparation brings confidence.
Oh, I got to cut everybody down. I mean, they my boys, but I got to cut them down. I got to go for the goal today.
You know, I think there's a lot of good players here. You know, we're all really good, but I feel like, you know, my skill sets will fit in with anybody.
All these lists they've made before is, you know, definitely nothing solid, so it's going to all come down to this.
What I've experienced, what I know, it comes down to one thing at the end of the day: when you have enough talent. It comes down to your personal will. Tap into your personal reservoir again and again and again. I expect to score 25 times. 25 2-minute drills, 25 touchdowns. Get your minds right, bring your A game, and as Yogi would say, rip it.
The 2-minute situation exposes everything you are as a quarterback, good or bad. You must be precise. You must dissect the defense. You will be tired, you'll be challenged, you'll be confused. So the 2-minute drill will force all that out of them.
First up, it is a 2-minute drill. Arkansas off and out.
You have 50 seconds. Down 5, 60 yards, 1 timeout. Clock stops, as you know, when you get a first down, ball out of bounds. All right?
Sounds good to me.
Black 80. Black 80, go. One play, baby! One play! Yeah! Touchdown! Touchdown! It's a good way to start.
After being #1 in the first 2 rankings, Nebraska commit Johnny Stanton comes into the 2-minute drill at #6. and looks to build off his red zone performance earlier in the day.
Set. Good job, good job.
Let's go, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
Set.
The 2-minute drill went really well. It was pretty cool, calm, and collected throughout the whole time, and the play calling was a lot easier than I was expecting, so it was, it definitely worked out.
Boom! Great, that was perfect. What made that drive work with the check down starting is that you got first downs with your throws after. It was beautiful. Del Rio, you're next.
Luke Del Rio, who has consistently remained in the top 11 all week, looks to close out strong.
Got it. Boom! Nice!
I wasn't given anything here. They made sure of that. They put me in very uncomfortable situations. I think I excelled in them. And it just goes to show that hard work pays off.
Another QB who has performed consistently all week is Cal commit Jared Goff, currently ranked number 3. With a strong performance, Goff could sneak into the MVP debate. On 4th and 2,
Fourth down.
he faces a key moment.
I had the check down guy open underneath, could have got a first down, give myself another chance, but instead got a little greedy and went deep and missed him. Bad choice.
Here we go, boys. Double right, belly pass right, Manning, SL across.
On one, ready? Two, Mike.
Wide 80.
One. Ready, go.
Why is that?
Ready, go.
For guys hanging on to the last spots in the top 11, every throw is critical.
Got it.
Number 9 ranked Troy Williams looks to rebound after a tough red zone,
And the crunch.
while 10th ranked Shane Cockerille, who has hung in the top 11 all week, looks to cement his place.
Touchdown! Boom!
2-minute drill was cool. I was really trying to keep the tempo because I know we didn't have a lot of time to get down the field. So they came down to 3rd down on the 20, about 20 seconds left, and hit my tight end over the middle for a touchdown. So I think it was a pretty good drive.
I knew you was going to kill it. That's why I looked at yourself like, oh, we about to score, baby.
4 seconds left. Final play of the drive, so had to get the ball in the end zone somehow, some way. Was able to stay focused and keep my mind right and focus in on the right receiver to score.
Way to compete, baby. Nice job. Nice job. Hit squad. Time.
Let's go.
For the guys outside the top 11, the pressure cooker is the last chance to let it rip.
Took off right up the middle, one play, and we scored. I was really excited about that. It's a great way to end camp.
Come on, Nana, Atlanta, let's have some fun. Hey. Oh.
Sorry, Coach.
That's all right.
Good job.
Shane, you're up. Nice, Shane. Devontae, you're up next.
I feel like I met the coach's expectations. I scored in about 3 or 4 plays, but I feel good about it.
Switchblade.
Square pegs, round holes, not a problem for me. I'm Silver Surfer, Wolverine, and a fantastic 3.
Let's go, man. I'm not playing, Coach. I'm sorry. I had to let it out. I've been holding it in too long.
Way to bring the hammer, sledgehammer.
And as the race for the MVP heats up, surging is number 5 ranked Asiantii Woulard.
Take your card, any card.
What you want? I'll run it.
I don't know what that Dobbs.
Give it to me, I was good. My pre-snap read, I saw what was going to be open, and that outside backer was didn't know what to do. He was flat-footed, so I kind of hit my seam right away before he even turned around. I didn't even know my receiver was going to catch it because he wasn't looking, but I just fired it on him, and then he ran for the touchdown.
I just fell off in amazement.
The momentum, the charisma. I don't think he's been at the quarterback position long enough to even feel the pressure of what the position's supposed to embrace. He's just rolling.
Yeah. Say hit.
Top-ranked Zack Greenlee tries to bounce back from his shaky red zone performance earlier in the day.
Say hit.
The only uncommitted QB in the competition knows an MVP title could change his life.
I think my 2-minute drill was pretty well. I hit a couple check downs to start off with, and then hit the tight end going over the middle for a touchdown, so I think I did pretty good.
Zach, great job.
So proud of you, dude. This whole week, man.
Thanks. Yeah. I
Dude.
just wish I went to that check down quicker.
Oh, man. This whole week, I'm not even worried about that right now.
Yeah.
I'm talking about from Oakland, coming there, trying to get a shot, just trying to get an opportunity. What can I do to do something to get in this thing?
Yeah.
You show up here, You got the best arm, the worst mechanics. You change all the stuff that is so hard to change as a quarterback. Dude,
The MVP debate is starting to come into focus, but there are still 2 highly ranked QBs waiting for their turn.
I think there's a lot laying on this as to who can take it and, you know, where people will end up at the end.
This is what it's all come down to. We've been here for 5 days, and this is the last event. This is for all the marbles, and it'll be an exciting time.
Welcome back to 11, the finals.
The final drill of the Elite 11, the pressure cooker, is more than halfway done. For some, all they can do now is watch and wait. For others, in just moments, their time will come.
Gun, tough right, 3-jet Brady, X-tag burst, on one, ready?
For Miami commit Kevin Olsen, his time is now.
My pressure cooker was about as good as I can be.
Unranked throughout the entire competition, Olsen has one last chance to dazzle the coaches and jump into the Elite 11.
Nice. You know, I brought us right down the field in probably 4 or 5 throws. And, you know, I drove us down the field and scored. Whoa. I believe I'm one of the top 11 quarterbacks here, and I feel like everybody should think that. Because if not, you know, they had no business being out here.
Let's go.
And as the drill comes to a close, the MVP race is still to be determined. It's time for Max Browne, ranked number 2, and Christian Hackenberg, number 4, to step up.
I feel like to get to that MVP, you really have to grind on this last 2-minute drill and execute it as well as you can.
I think it's just, I mean, the nature of being a quarterback. You want to compete, you want to be the top dog, and, I mean, we'll see what happens.
For current number 1, Zack Greenlee, there is nothing left to do but wait.
Max is still yet to go, and he's number 2. And, you know, I'm definitely nervous. I mean, Max is very consistent. He's a great quarterback.
Set, go.
Browne, who plans to follow in the USC tradition of quarterbacks after his senior season, has climbed in every ranking. Another big performance, and the MVP could be his.
First down, first down!
The play was Rogers, which is a seams concept, so attacking the safeties. The tight end was wide open in between the 2 safeties. We split him, and I put the ball over the top, so I got over the linebackers.
Yeah, great job.
I feel like I did what I had to do to get that MVP.
Set, go.
Let's see it, Hack.
For Christian Hackenberg, who recently recommitted to Penn State, his pressure cooker and MVP audition got off to a shaky start.
I gotta get it out quicker.
I think, yeah. It's all right, it's a good read.
Trips left, 2-jet Rogers, H-pop on one-on-one. Ready?
I got you.
You know, I'm pretty comfortable in the 2-minute situation. I had to do it a couple of times last year. I feel like I can execute well.
Great job. Nice with the reads, calm. Set, go.
Baby Hack.
After leading a 1-play touchdown drive earlier in the pressure cooker, South Florida commit Asiantii Woulard is unexpectedly called back onto the field for another look.
RC brought Asiantii back in for some more reps.
Yeah. He's in the running for the MVP. And to have a 1-play touchdown drive that was a nice play, but really was a breakdown of the defense, didn't get to see enough of him.
I was excited. I mean, that's what it's all about. You got to be able to play under pressure.
We're going to scoot it back to the 30, put 90 seconds on the clock, give him a timeout, and watch him play football, and it'll define himself one way or the other. Sorry we didn't tell you earlier. We thought you were...
Yeah, I was like so unexpected.
Yeah. Are you good?
I'm good. I'm really good. I'm good.
Your mind's good?
I'm good.
Body's good?
Everything's good.
9, number 9. 90 seconds, 1 timeout, down 5.
Just another series. Just go out there and play ball, do what I know how to do.
Double right, Fox 2 hot, Hasselback, F quick out. Ready? Green 80. Green 80, shot.
Got it, got it. Got it. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
I started off rolling, but I have to handle success well and handle failure. I don't want to throw a good throw and just get a big head and start to lose focus.
You're in the red zone, 31, you're in the red zone.
Shot.
Sack, 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 sack. Oh, come on.
3rd and 15, all right? 52 seconds. Shot.
Huddle up, huddle up. We'll get this, guys, don't worry.
There was about 30 seconds left, It was 4th and 15.
All right, all we're going to do is take this like 17, 18. All right, everything else stays the same. This side versus anything but quarters. 7 steps or 5 out of the gun.
You got to be able to stay composed and cool and just run your offense and not flip out or get crazy. Just stay calm and focus.
Go to the 8. 8, Thomas. Go to the 8, Todd. Oh, my goodness. It's now a conversation. It's now a conversation.
Okay. No, it's not. It doesn't amaze me because I knew I could do it. That's what my job is to do as a quarterback, find a way to win.
The best thing about it was the timing of it. The poise that went into the whole thing, the first 3 didn't phase you, and then boom, the dime to win it. Great job. Great job.
With every pass thrown, it's time for the quarterbacks to wait. In moments, there will be an Elite 11 and an MVP. Inside the meeting room, the final decisions are made.
We're falling into the same trap we did last year of getting too much caught up in the now.
This is when guys get and stand on the table for others, and I respect, I want that. I believe without conflict, there's no growth.
He has one night, he's not nearly as decisive, not nearly as decisive. Missed a wide open touchdown.
Yep, on the left side.
And a lot of guys had new plays.
I mean, it's not a true, here's our 11, and then we got, you know, the rest of the guys. Everybody's in there battling for those last few spots.
If you look at the grand scheme of things,
he's never been out of the 11.
He's never been out, and he didn't do any. He didn't play his way out today.
He's probably the best guy overall today if you took red zone in 2 minutes.
I mean, these kids are incredible, and so the onus now slides to us.
But if it's about a highlight film, we could put a highlight film together on half of that board, and it looked, they all had moments of brilliance. They all hit home runs.
With the top 11 locked, the debate now turns to who will take home the MVP.
The most wow here.
He's got everything we put in the criteria.
When we created this camp, it was that we weren't going to let guys like that slip through the cracks.
That might be the best football player in the country, quarterback, anybody included.
He has the ability to be Cam Newton starting his true freshman year in college.
That's the MVP.
5 days, 121 hours, 7 intense competitions have all led to one moment where only 11 can be called elite.
All right, fellas, it's been an incredibly memorable week. So let's find out who the Elite 11 are and this year's MVP.
It's that time. Time to name the Elite 11. 121 hours. You guys were with us. We were with you. And through that time, I think we developed an incredible bond. More than an incredible bond, hopefully a trust relationship. I'm thankful and honored to be the coach. As much as you might have been changed this week, I think I was more changed for the better. So thank you, really. First, I'll name the 11 that made it. And then once all 11 come up, I'll name the MVP.
A lot of things were racing through my head, you know, everything we did through the whole week. And I was thinking, you know, this is it. This is what we've been working hard for right here.
I wasn't sure if I was going to be called, you know, it was tough. You know, I was looking around trying to think of who else was going to be called.
I feel I played well, but then again, a lot of people have different opinions, so I just stood there with butterflies.
I feel like I put myself in a position to, I mean, be in the Elite 11, but hopefully get a shot at that top spot.
I'm in between nervous, anxious, and excited. So I'm just ready to get this over with to see if I made the Elite 11.
And here are the 2012 Elite 11. First, Christian Hackenberg.
Being selected really fulfilled all the goals that I had set, you know, the beginning of the summer. Even after I got done with the regional, you know, I really wanted to get selected and then, you know, finish in that final Elite 11.
Luke Del Rio.
With all those people that saying, you know, he's just here because of his last name, or he's just here because his dad is in the NFL, I showed everybody wrong. You know, I had 5 days of the hardest competition of my life, and here I am.
Max Browne.
I was real excited. Obviously, it's been a goal of mine ever since I was in middle school and stuff. But I was pleased, obviously really excited. It was a great honor.
Zack Greenlee.
I think definitely my life is going to change. You know, people are going to look at me as more legit, you know, because I came out here and competed with the best and showed them that, you know, I could hang and I could be up there with the top dogs.
Asiantii Woulard.
When he called my name, I got really excited. I mean, I didn't come all the way to LA to lose. I got the best coaching, met some really great people, and just had a really good time.
Goff, Shane Cockerille, Malik, Zaire, Johnny Stanton.
At the very beginning of this, I wouldn't have thought that I was in the Elite 11, but as I kept on progressing throughout the week, I proved to myself that I belonged here, and I'm pretty proud of that.
Joshua Dobbs. And our last member of this year's Elite 11, Kevin Olsen.
When Coach Dilfer said my name, you know, the last guy, I felt like all my hard work, you know, all the, late nights and then the early mornings finally paid off.
Congratulations to the 2012 Elite 11. There can only be one MVP. I want you guys to know that this was not a decision between good and best. This was a decision between best and great.
We really went at it, I feel, this whole week. Each of us were going back and forth. Max would make a good throw, Asiantii would make a good throw, I'd make a good throw, goes down the line.
I did what I could, and hopefully they feel I'm ready for the MVP.
I finished strong, had a good solid 5 days, but I mean, we'll see what happens. If it's not the MVP, it'll be well deserved by another guy. But if I get my name called, I'll be pleased.
Going through it this whole week with these guys, I mean, I'm definitely anxious to see who gets picked, and I don't know, I'm still nervous no matter what.
This year's MVP, Asiantii Woulard. Come on down here.
A couple years ago, I was playing receiver, and I didn't even know I was ever going to get a shot at quarterback, but I did, and I worked hard at it, and it's not over yet.
Congratulations. Good job. Are you surprised?
The coaches said before I got here that I was a piece of clay, and they molded me into a great quarterback. I learned a whole lot. This is a great honor.
All you guys, get up on stage. You all deserve to be up there. Let's go. Everybody deserves to be up there. Everybody deserves to be up there. Everybody get up there.
Being part of that group, it's like Coach Dilfer says, it's a fraternity. All 11 of us are going down with all the other guys in the past 14 years that have done it.
I kind of haven't really recognized that I'm one of the top 11 quarterbacks in the United States.
This achievement gives me unparalleled confidence.
I mean, it hurts. Like, you feel like I just lost a state championship. That's how I feel right now. Trust me, you're gonna hear my name again.
It's gonna change my life tremendously, knowing that I'm part of that fraternity of the Elite 11.
It's pretty awesome.
It's a great moment right now, and I'm very blessed and thankful.
I'm taking away everything, that the coaches taught me here and just going back home and, just keep working on it.
When I get to Michigan, they're going to get one of the hardest workers there is in the world, and they're going to get one of the best competitors there is in the world.
Purdue fans should expect that I don't care who I get on my team. I don't care if we have the last place recruiting class ever. Whoever I have on my team, I'm going to win with them.
I'm really happy about it, but still have a lot of football remaining. I still got my high school season, still got to go to college, so it's not over yet.
Well, Coach Dilfer really wanted us to get out of this. It's just the journey, and the journey in the process of finding things in life that will make you happy and successful.
We're ready!